Welcome to Deep Waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and baking microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid.
Yeah.
Build it up, seal the well. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never.
Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.
Meeting soon. Hey man, we're in it. We're in it, dude. This will be the last Zoom one because Daddy's back in it next week. Back at your favorite studio. We have a new cool giant television.
Back in the Grimace Hub. We got to change the studio, man. I'm fine with people.
Why do we got to change the studio? We just set it up.
We got to change it up, dude. Listen,
how?
If people want to call me, a butt guzzling Jay, I'm completely fine with that.
I'm cool with that too,
dude.
That's your name in my phone, butt guzzling Jay.
But dude, taking down the room like that, the room can't defend itself at all, man. I think we got to change it up.
No, why? What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe painting it purple, like that's it. But I'm fine with it. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna ride the filly I came to the dance with.
The filly?
Yeah, it's a lady. Our studio's a lady.
Do you remember in Greece when Jaja Di Gaboria won the dance off and she was like a 71-year-old Cuban woman?
Yeah, I mean those Latinas, they're either hot forever or it goes bad fast.
Listen, we got a lot of stuff to get into today.
I sent you a bunch of stories. You were crying all day. I got no stories. I need stories. I'm like, here's some magic.
It's amazing the inflection people can put on texts.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
The hardest part was not finding a million stories just shitting on Israel. That was really the hardest part of the whole thing.
Yeah. And Israel's doing a lot of bad things right now.
Hey, respect on that.
Yep, been consistent about that, and you know that, right?
Not really, but
listen, before we get into any of it, the Patreon people, thank you so much for not unsubscribing during this very dormant.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it. I'm getting ghosted.
This is the medieval kind of era of the Patreon, but good news is that it's only a month. So
man, we're about to enter our enlightened period.
Yeah. The Renaissance is coming to patreon.com/AK Deep Waters. Comment. It helps the show, helps the algorithm.
Help us, help you, help us.
Yeah, we'll be back in studio very, very soon. Big news.
So much news.
Ryan just hit a PR on the Peloton.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. I was number one of my group. Now my group was I was the youngest one in there. I was the only one in my 20s, but
you dominated. And then you made love to all their wives. That's what happened.
There's this story.
You just cucked everybody on a station bike.
I heard this story a couple months ago about a grandma race in, some fucking bullshit rural place of these United States. You know what I'm talking about? And I want to move to those places. They're beautiful, but very boring. There was a granny race. Bunch of grannies head out there to do this race, right? They all got fucking hip dysplasia, like German shepherds. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 100%.
This freaking MILF, this 48-year-old MILF comes in on a technicality. She has a daughter who got addicted to smack when she was 16 and had a baby. You know what I mean? So
dude.
And then she just blows the doors off all these old bitches. It's like completely unethical.
If you are like a woman in your 60s, and a woman in their 40s comes into battle, it's like that chick has a dick. You're taking on a dude at that point. It's like that kind of domination.
Yeah. So anyways, we have a lot of stories to get into.
So much. Yeah. Hey, real quick. Did you like your draft? Ryan, did you like your draft?
I mean, I'll pretend to like it. I don't know these guys. We had a couple picks at round 50, some Australian.
You didn't have any first round pick. Oh, because you gave it to Miami, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that concludes hot sports talk.
No, let me a little bit more. I think that because we're going to talk about, I think the first thing we should get to is Mamdani taking over, will be taking over New York.
Now, did he officially win?
No, but it seems like it's a foregone conclusion because I think he's going to be running against Eric Adams. You got to be kidding me. Like this guy, like the new like Democratic Socialist
he basically
or
beat
whatever.
Eric Adams by beating Cuomo. They're kind of the same guy in a weird kind of way, right? They both push the same policies. So he already beat one guy.
They're corporatist cucks, both of them. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, but you know,
I have major problems with the guy and his policies. The Muzzy, it's not because he's a Muzzy that I have a problem. I just have major problems with what he is proposing. All taxes are theft. All taxes are penalties.
Okay. Before we get there, can we hop back into Sports Corner real quick?
Okay, let's go back to the Sports Corner.
Okay, Sports Corner really quickly because
the
Thunder versus the Pacers was such a metaphor for where we're at in this country. You have this ragtag, humble group of guys who are they're just a bunch of glue guys together, just so much character, and they're putting up a fight. You know what I mean?
It's a game 7.
And game 7, and what happens at the end? The fucking evil corporatists who cheat and steal. That Caruso guy, I fucking hate that guy so goddamn.
Why? He's a white guy doing well.
So annoying. And they just cheat.
He's a glue guy.
I almost cried. when Tyrese Halliburton went down. It was heartbreaking. I was brokenhearted for probably 37 hours.
Just a wrong step, bro. You saw him push off and pop. And he just went down, and they just showed like the stats of everybody when they come back from that. They're never the same. Ever.
I know.
Like, and you're looking at a guy that, was doing things that would give him, a Hall of Fame career. And like, who knows what's going to happen when he comes back? His game isn't predicated on like athleticism, but it sucks, dude. And I'm so sick and tired of the ESPN and everybody crying about, the ratings. That was a great finals.
Amazing.
It was fun to watch.
Amazing.
And it's the NBA, and it is ESPN's fault that nobody was interested in this matchup, which was the two most balanced teams going at each other.
Doris is a freaking Goomba, okay? But let's get into the conspiracy world. Let's get into the politics of it all. They come here to listen to us speak unintelligibly about all the current affairs of
I crush.
Yeah, for sure. So Mamdani wins.
Is it me, or is Ryan like matching his outfit to his room? Like it's like it matches perfectly. Like you could hide there if cops came in. They're like, "Where's Ryan?" You could just be against the wall. They couldn't see you because you're just cream colored like everything at your house.
Ryan?
That's the plan. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. When your crypto plan goes to shit.
Yeah. Whose crypto plans have not gone to shit?
Yeah.
So big deal. We are probably going to have the most populous, biggest city in America run by a Democratic Socialist. Sam, your thoughts?
Again, he's proposing things I think are just beyond dangerous. And that New York City, this is what happens when you become the mecca of rich kids who all go there to live that Sex in the City life, and they can vote with their hearts and not with their heads. I mean, Democratic policies have destroyed New York City. I don't give a shit what anybody says. And they're just going to go even harder into the pain. This guy's talking about government-ran supermarkets.
Sure.
And you don't think
it's a solution to the food deserts that impact minority communities in the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, dude.
Well, I
It's
mean,
absolutely ridiculous.
well, okay. So listen, he's going to attempt to do this because, like Mamdani says, New Yorkers are about results. Okay, sure, there are a bunch of rich kids who read a Fran Lebowitz book and were like, I'm going to go do this," even though Andy Warhol doesn't exist anymore. It's like that New York's dead. Okay,
Okay, it's dead, dude.
but they
Dead.
go out there and they're like, "Yeah, let's fuck it up. Let's get on Resi and let's fuck it up." But Mamdani wants to put these supermarkets in place because the minority communities, they have rallies, they have Jack in the Box, they have Taco Bell, but they don't have an Erewhon. And we know that the key to happiness is affordable dragon fruit, pink and white varietals. Okay.
Coming out blazing, dude. You're on fire right now.
But seriously, I like that. I'm very weary, right? And not to get into the, anything but his policies. We're not going to get into anything but his policies here on this here podcast. But I'm weary of democratic socialists running massive populated cities.
I totally agree. And it's just like, man, Israel's fucked up so bad the Jews lost New York.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right? They lost New York.
That's crazy. And if the Hebes, my fellow Hebes can't if my fellow Hebes can't look in the looking glass and go, Netanyahu has set us back, God knows how many
so far, dude.
God knows how many decades. The Jews just lost New York to Mamdani. I mean, it's absolutely wild. Another thing that's wild, and I want to get back to this race, but Ryan's glasses, I've never seen him in these before. He looks like a librarian from The Fifth Element or something like that. Pretty wild stuff. Okay, back to the race. Back to the race.
Some blue light blocking glasses.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dude, you look good, bro. You look good.
Oh, he's so
You look Swedish, bro. You look Swedish like you DJ in Switzerland.
And he's been approached to, help out with the orphan train, but he's like,
He'll do it. I'm a Christian DJ.
I'm a Christian DJ.
Jesus loves us. Yes, I know.
So,
but it's absolutely crazy. And like the choices that New York City has been offered are so bad. And that's just where politics are right now. We don't have good options because the good options aren't even allowed near those competitions. They just the rich will not fund them to get a chance to run. And just the power players and the way they control the media and all that stuff. I mean, it's just impossible. It's just impossible to get a good guy into any public office, and it really fucking sucks.
I mean, the thing about him is that the Democratic Socialists of Los Angeles are a little bit more like, he's a little bit more FDR than he is Elton John. Like the city council people out here and the mayors out here are much more like, hey, we gotta fucking do this shit. And it's like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, it's just absolutely insanity.
There's no practicality. Like, he's talking about capping rents and actually, doing fucking logistical, practical things. Whereas the people in Los Angeles are just like, the parks should be where people die on the ground.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hey, listen, I know the Democratic policies help my house burn down. But you know what? Trans children.
Right.
That's literally the argument, dude. It's like absolutely insanity.
It's touchy-feely.
It's just crazy. I mean, and, this gets into a lot of spiritual shit, the wars between the Abrahamic religions, in particular, the Christians versus Muslim wars. And now we see Europe getting flooded with Muslims because we're bombing them. But you go, is that part of the play to get them to move here? And then you start to see like all the mayors of all these English, British cities are all muzzies, and
Yeah, I was
It
saying,
just seems
I don't
kind of
know
crazy.
how
Like
in
I don't have
India.
issues. My interactions with Muslims have been absolutely wonderful. I did, the Arabian Nights, and I was too dirty for them, but they were the nicest people.
Sure,
So
sure.
my reaction and my interaction with them has been absolutely amazing. But then you start to get into these things where it's like the threat of Sharia law and all that. And I don't know if that's a real far leap to go with this guy, but I'm more concerned about the socialism and communism views of this. Like once you
Yes.
create I know that, the UPS is ran by the government and it runs at a giant fucking loss. Okay. But, and we have FedEx and all those other things, but if you have a grocery store that's operating at a loss and it doesn't matter because the government can cover all of its loss, how are the other grocery stores going to be able to compete with that?
I don't know. USPS reports a 9.5 billion net loss in 2024.
Yeah. I mean, it's operating at a loss. I don't know. Maybe not get fucking assholes at the window.
Well, I mean, here's the thing though,
Sassies.
and I know that we live in this, this corporate fugue state, where we're all in the bottom of Buffalo Bill's pit and we're killing each other over the lotion.
Yes. Yes.
Does everything need to be run for profit? Does everything need to be run for profit? Can some things take a loss? I'm not saying that
The only problem I have with that, dude, is that like, okay, yeah, there are things that should be run at a loss. You know what should be ran at a loss? Healthcare. Okay, maybe healthcare needs to get ran at a loss, but
I mean, parcels are important.
parcels are important, dude. But you have mom and pop grocery stores. You have grocery stores owned by families for generations. How are they going to compete against the city?
What are you to? Okay, where is this? Where is this alarm bell when Bezos is coming in and buying up
No,
fucking?
I totally agree with that too. During the
Okay.
COVID, everything shut down by Amazon Fresh, which was such scumbags. They literally had billboards going, "Yeah, we're still open." Like, dude, it's so obvious it's the U.S. government. I'm totally
Okay.
against it.
Well, so let's do this. It might be okay. So we operated a loss, but it may teach us a valuable lesson, right? So if all my Republican friends call me a retard for lots of different things, but price capping is one of them, that it's this economic no-no, you can't do it. So if a government grocery store can lock in a price beneath what for-profit chains are charging, and people will go to them. That's the only way to correct the fucking crony inflation that these people have wrought.
I'm with you on that. Everything's
So,
just like jack it up, jack it up. I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you. I just think in the long run, you're going to fuck mom and pop stores. And you're seeing it happen in California. You're seeing independent restaurants going away for these fucking abomination food chains. You're seeing it happen all the time.
I know,
Mom,
those things. The problem I have with that argument is so many of these behemoth private companies, they take subsidies and they take funding from us all the fucking time. So yeah, they're different than purely public services, but they still
the
siphon off
more
tax
you
dollars.
allow the government to enter the marketplace, the closer you get to socialism, and then the closer you get to communism. I'm just sorry, dude. It's
Well,
just the
well,
fucking truth. It
okay.
is.
Well,
There's nothing free trade
I'm
about what you're proposing right now.
I'm willing to give it a try. I don't live in New York, so
Okay. Well,
I'm
yeah.
willing
And New
to.
York deserves everything it's getting because
Well,
they refuse to get their head out of their fucking asses. They're just like the Knicks. We're the best fucking city. We're full of
no.
fucking art.
No,
And
we
then
could.
COVID comes and attacks come and they're just like art and comedy. And we're so much, and we all have Sex in the City and the chicks put out here because we're just a girl boss. And like
Yeah.
nobody focuses on that everything is crashing and burning.
No, it's
And I
not.
say
New
this
York
all the
is.
time, Dylan. We need to live in a conservative world with a fucking old school liberal rebellion. And New York City hasn't been right since they fucking Giuliani was there, and I fucking hate Giuliani. Okay, and I hate him.
Well, I'm willing to entertain slaughter the rich kind of rule. Let's see how it works.
It's never gonna happen, dude. We always act like we're gonna go slaughter the rich, and the rich just arm up, and we just slaughter the middle class. That's all that fucking happens. Is we slaughter the middle class, and I'm also thinking
this
apathy, at some point,
apathy and demoralization. This is how you know it's working. This is how you know it's working. You're a cuck. Fucking sharpen your sight.
I'm not fucking cuck.
Yeah, you are, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Sharpen
telling
your
you, dude.
sight, and let's go.
Watch all of your protests where they happen in poor and middle class areas, and they burn down poor and middle class areas. Now they do rob Nike stores and Apple stores. Well, that has nothing to do with the protest. But go to Minneapolis, see the areas that they burned down, lower middle class areas. Okay.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. They just revolt against people on their own level.
So, can we?
You remember when BLM started to enter Beverly Hills, and then they're like, "Turn it around." They're like, "Okay, we'll turn it around," and they just went back the other way. Do you remember when they sent all the fucking immigrants to the what's it called where everybody goes and
Vernon.
No, where's that fucking place? Something Island, the vineyards, something vineyards.
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, and then they were there for 1 hour, and they got back on a plane and left.
Well, a lot of people say that's all you need.
Martha's Vineyard. You just got to be there for an hour. I've seen everything. So listen, I'm tired of old white ladies.
We've covered local politics where we don't live. You spoke about Christians versus Muslims, and I gotta say, so I've been reading. I told you I've been reading this Muzzy book. It's a great book. It's called Destiny Disrupted. So there's this crazy thing where during the Crusades, the Crusades, Christians versus, lots of different people, but definitely Christians versus Muslims. You know what I mean?
It was a good time.
Oh, what do you mean? How do you mean?
I was joking. And I'm rooting for Christians all the time. I'm going to start going to a Russian Orthodox church.
Oh, dude, that's the OG.
That's the OG, son. It's about 30 minutes away from me. I will be there.
So, Ryan, can you do me a favor? Can you look up when did the origin of the Jesuits, what's the Jesuits' birthday? And give me their rising and their moon and their sun.
Rude.
It was founded in September 27th, 1540.
Okay. So there's this group of Shia Muslims during the Crusades called the Assassins. Ryan, can you?
Is Assassin's Creed based off this?
No, but I'm wondering if the terminology of assassins comes from.
It is.
That's where the terminology comes from. Okay, so this is such a crazy group of merry pranksters. So these people are feuding with all of these different groups that make up the Islamic Empire. So they're not happy with anybody. So the Christians come in, and the Christians hate everybody too. So the Assassins, who is this sect of Shia Muslim, pair up with the Christians, and they start doing covert murders of anyone who's trying to get the Crusaders out. They go and they slaughter. So this was in the early 1100s. So I think this is one of the first covert groups of shadow death that
I mean, dude, people it's so violent now, dude. It used to be nuts.
So listen to this. Every time Muslims began moving forward towards unity, the assassins murdered some key figure and triggered turmoil anew. In 1113, the governor of Mosul, He was walking to a unification campaign against the freaking Crusaders. There was a beggar who was like, "Hey, can I get some?" Stabs him in the chest, dead. Then,
oh my God,
they murdered the second most influential cleric preaching the new jihad. Then they killed this guy Al-Barowski. He was a powerful king of Aleppo who was trying to unite two major cities. So the Christians roll into the Arab world and they have this splinter cell of assassins. Isn't that a nuts story?
that's a crazy story.
Isn't that
So
a nuts story?
early on in tinfoil hat history, there used to be this cat who lived in Minneapolis. He'd come to my shows all the time, and I have it somewhere in here. It's basically the book that got the Jesuits in trouble. That's what they say, that the guy left it and somebody took it and just rewrote everything and then put it back when the guy tried to come and get it. And it breaks down like all the assassinations that the that the Jesuits did against the royals. They murked everybody. They killed royals left and right, dude.
Yeah.
Left and I mean like hundreds of them.
It's pretty bizarre. But yeah, I was just doing a quick wiki and I should have done this before, but Ryan did confirm this. That's where the term assassins comes from. So these are like the early, these kind of, they laid the roadmap for the Jesuit assassins. And they theorize it's a little bit like the Golden State Killer. You're like, how many did this guy actually put plates on top of and rape and murder? Although I don't know if Patton Oswalt's dead wife found out the number or not, but freaking these guys, they think that they killed hundreds of people, and they kept super clean records of all of their assassinations.
You got to, dude. You got to. That's how you get your medals and badges and gold stars.
You have to. The only reason that we don't have the records anymore is because of the Mongols that came in, and you know the Mongols.
Oh yeah, they burnt everything and then dropped dick on everybody.
Drop dick on everybody, eat mutton.
Yeah.
If it's paper,
Ryan's got Genghis Khan fucking blood in him. Look at him. He's got so much Genghis Khan blood in him.
Yeah. Anybody who has a dick over 7 inches has Genghis Khan blood.
Yeah. I have a feeling like Ryan right now is just playing fucking online poker. That's what I think. When I look at his glasses, he's just playing online poker.
Oh yeah, are you playing Star Fox? What
are you playing right now, dude? What are you playing right now? You look like you're writing a ransom note to your girlfriend's vagina.
Yeah. He's scribing a live manifesto.
Hold on one second.
Right
Keep
now.
talking, guys.
All right. No, Hasha Sheen. I actually couldn't remember if I learned that from either from one of the Assassin's Creed games or some history podcast I listened to. Either way.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Either way, it's super sick.
Such a crazy story. I'm telling you got to read this book. It's great. Destiny Disrupted. All right, Rye, why don't you pull up one of Sam's stories, one of the many that he sent, and then he can riff on them. And Sam is going.
I'm right here.
A quick beat off, real quick. He hasn't.
Yeah, I had to bust one out.
He hasn't kicked the stuff yet, and so
that Ryan and his girlfriend gets me hot.
He'll be back momentarily.
Just watching a white and a fucking Jew go at it. Dude.
Where did you go? Did you just pop a couple of Mike and Ikes in your mouth and then come?
No, I had to put in a Zin, dude, because I had to get on your level, bro. You're on fire right now. I can't compete.
Okay. So Sam, what do we got here?
So this is a big raid that nobody's talking about. In Florida, they found 60 million children in Operation Dragon Eye. One of the best names for an operation.
Bro, the operation names have really been flying around lately.
Yeah, they must be using AI.
Oh yeah.
AI, give me a cool name for this operation.
It's so lame how the Iranians and the Israelis are just using chatbots to name their bombing runs. Like, come on. Dorks. Okay, you can close out of it, Ryan. But no, let's watch this.
You want to play it?
Yeah, play it, dude. We're going to celebrate children being found.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. Today is a big announcement. It's a tough situation that got us here, but we're excited to announce the successful completion of the largest child rescue operation, not just in Florida's history, but in United States history. In a 2-week period, this team, a collective work of many agencies and law enforcement personnel, rescued 60 kids, kids that were in critical danger, many the victims of trafficking, many missing kids.
And pause that real quick.
Got a lot of people up here, and that's.
I just wanted to do a quick error and omission, and I know this was just a slip of the tongue, but Sam did say 60 million.
I did not.
No, you did.
Ryan, confirm or deny?
Recall. Cannot recall.
Yeah, I said 60. What am I? What is this? A Holocaust? We banging numbers up?
Go ahead.
It's because it took a lot of people to get this done. What makes Florida the rule of law state is we're great at working together in collaboration across agency lines. So I'm excited to have here with me today
Pause it real quick.
William Berger, the U.S. Marshal.
Bald guy right behind this guy. Does he look like he smelled a fart? It looks like
He's like, oh man, that burrito just hit. That burrito hit. I put it in, and I got a Coke blowout right now, and he's not going to go through all of us, is he?
Yeah, dude. He's like, oh my God, I've just shit up my back. My lower back has shit on it right now. It's like, whoa, what a face. Anyways, keep going.
For the Central District of Florida, Taylor Hatch, Secretary of Florida Department of Children and Families, Rita Peters, Special Counsel to the Florida AG's office, Mark Glass, Commissioner, FDLE, Catherine Gomez, Director, Florida Department of Juvenile Justice, Human Trafficking Intervention, Callahan Walsh, Executive Director of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Lee Burkhall, Chief of the Tampa Police Department, Anthony Holloway, Chief of the St. Petersburg Police Department.
Don't need to watch this. Okay, cool. So they have saved the children.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing because there's predator scumbags out there. And dude, there's just so many hot teachers getting busted with students. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like Teen Dick is like crack to them. They just can't put it down.
Yeah, people were pretty pissed off about our last episode that we did not stay on topic, and I have to say they were 100% right.
Okay, sorry. Go. I mean, it is in the same thing. We're talking child trafficking.
We were going all over the place.
Teachers are trafficking.
I would say the one topic that me and Sam really stuck to was that hot teacher story. we talked about that for a solid 2 minutes and 7
Okay, we already talked about. Let's move on. But yeah, dude, it's like this is happening. These kids are going missing. Florida's really bad about it. Obviously, Florida is a crazy state. It's a wonderful state, but it's crazy.
Love how they're the rule of law state with the most infamous pedophile ring. Maybe not.
I don't know about the most infamous. Whatever you're gonna say.
Excuse me.
I don't know if they're the most infamous. It's pretty bad.
Epstein's pedophile ring is not the most infamous.
Oh, okay, point. I thought you were talking about this one. Point.
No.
Point. Ring the bell, buddy. I'm going to give you that win. Take it while you can.
Palm Beach, all those fucking boomers in Palm Beach, all they're doing is trying to stave away an identity crisis by plowing children. You know what I'm
it's
talking
disgusting.
about?
It's disgusting. I'm sorry young Ryan has to hear this language.
Yeah.
Ryan's got an Adam's apple on him, huh?
I do.
He can never transition. Look at that. Everyone's like, that's a dude. Look at that fucking tree ornament hanging off his neck.
All right. So,
I'm sorry. Are you uncomfortable?
Yeah. No, it's just you're heaping a lot of praise on Ryan. I mean, we both are. We've talked about his dick. We've talked about his Adam's apple. We've talked about how he could blend into.
Dude, you just had a kid. You're done. Stick a fork in you. We're trying to give young Ryan a nice ego so he can go out and conquer the world.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man, babies with colic suck, but
it is the most freeing thing ever. It brings on other responsibilities, but there is like, look at you. You're wearing a dad sweater right now. You're already like in it. You stopped shaving. You don't care. You gave up.
dude, was singing George Harrison to my daughter to calm her down. There's nothing like that in the world.
Enjoy being
Oh
able to
my
carry them
God.
because that they grow fast
Yeah.
and you can't carry them anymore, and it gets you sad.
That's why I got to get back into the Muay Thai gym. So I'm gonna get a couple more concussions before she turns.
Yeah, dude. Hey, you're only 13. You're already wiping your dad's ass.
Okay. So, what is the next story that you wanted to get into?
What
I
about this
said,
one?
yo, what? When north-south Earths make. Oh yeah, dude. So they'd say a polar shift is happening and we're all gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, I don't know how it could tell you that we almost went extinct. Maybe they're like, there's so much dead. I don't know. They just found a whole pile of
This
dead.
study reveals that humans nearly went extinct 800,000 years ago, with only about 1,280 individuals left to repopulate the Earth. And this is from at the Brainypedia. So right here, if you gaze upon this, this is the perfect example of internet research. So we have a picture of
Dude, there are talks about the poles
okay.
shifting.
So we
The
have
core has stopped spinning at its rate it used to.
okay. All right. So oh
Yeah, dude, something's coming, bro.
so wait. Go back. Let's math this up real quick. I think we have 20,000 years left. Okay, great. We have 20,000 years left.
Okay.
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 So we have 20,000 years left. All right. So a real quick close out of this ride because I'm getting pretty pissed right now. Okay.
Why are you getting pissed, dude? Because you
Because-
brought a kid into the world. Now you got to worry about a pole shift.
No, I don't have to worry about a pole shift. I have 20,000 years, and so does my
Okay.
okay. That's a
Yeah.
long time. And
Yeah.
trust me,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
gone
Yeah.
long before that. So all of these doom and gloomers. Oh, Cheeto Pitlan drew in raccoon blood on the wall in ancient Aztec that we're all gonna die in a John Cusack movie. You know, it's like okay,
Learn to swim.
hey,
Learn to swim.
hey, doomsdayers. Do we not have enough shit going on that is
I agree.
completely out of our control? I mean, do you know what Larry Ellison is up to right now? Do you know what Sam Altman is up to right now? Do you know what Larry Fink is doing? Like, let's not talk about poles shifting and 1,200 of us left right now in 20,000 years. Okay, we have magnets.
Okay.
Okay, it's just not.
Okay.
What can we even do about it?
I agree, buddy. What can we even do about it? So those are the things you don't worry about, dude. Those are the things you don't worry about. Yeah, it's crazy times, dude. I'm with you on that. Fucking like there's a lot of negative energy on the internet, pole shifting, Palantir. There's also that RFK too. There's a good story from RFK and then a bad story from RFK. But what are we getting into right now? Come on, dude. Come on. There's no way. There's no way. So what you're proposing right now is that Asians don't look exactly alike, and that could be any of them.
And for the audio listener, this is
Xi Jinping,
a diptych of Xi Jinping in his kind of standard tyrannical suit wear, and then his weekend outfit.
Yeah, there's no way this guy's in the weird butt stuff. You don't get there without it. Yeah. You got to turn your beehole into the Ho Chi Minh Trail. That's the only way you get to that kind of power place.
So it's amazing to me. Okay, so you know how like you and like other conservatives like chalk a lot.
I'm a conservative.
Yeah,
I'm a conservative.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. You're like a don't.
What's my conservative side? Oh, you don't want to chop off kids' dicks, you fucking conservative.
No. You're pretty much like a don't tread on me libertarian conservative. Like taxes theft, government should be localized, all this stuff. You're pretty.
Oh, you mean I'm logical and I use common sense? Is
Well,
that what it is?
That's what you'll
That's
see.
where we are now. Common sense is
All right.
conservative. I'll accept that.
Okay, yeah.
I don't live in fantasy land where everybody is just perfect and not pervs who are just hunting children down. Gotcha, Dylan. Why can't we have a giant red dildo be the flag at the school? Why
What?
can't we have a rainbow dildo at the school to let everyone know it's okay for butt stuff? Why not?
What kind of
No. That's what you're saying because I'm not into that. I'm like a whack job neocon.
No. I'm not calling you a neocon. I'm calling you a no tread on me kind of libertarian conservative. Government should be localized. But what kind of laser tag map do you live in? That everything like there's pedophiles all over the place trying to fuck kids.
Because there's
Like-
pedophiles all over the place. I mean, how many stories do you need? You're like, they're everywhere. Go on like the sex offenders map and see how many people are close to you, Dylan. They are everywhere.
Okay.
And most of them aren't there for peeing in public, which is ridiculous. And if I ran for mayor of the LAX, that's the first thing I'd get rid of. Just because you pee outdoors doesn't mean you're a sex offender.
Yeah, it messes up the Rosemary's Baby map or whatever.
Because sometimes you gotta piss.
Yeah, no, totally. The reason we need all of Sam's podcasts to get really big, is so he can get a nest egg going because one,
that's all I care about.
He has to take care of his girls, 100%. But also, once the girls are taken care of, the second nest egg can begin. And that is the vigilante nest egg. He's got a lot of equipment. He's got to get a
guys. I want to gear up so bad. I'm hours away from gearing up. That's how bad I want to do it.
Hey, you know what doesn't belong in your epic summer plans? Getting burned by your old wireless bill. With plans starting at $15 a month, Mint Mobile gives you premium wireless service on the nation's largest 5G network, the coverage and speed you're used to, but way less money, okay? So while your friends are sweating over data coverages and surprise charges, you'll be chilling, literally and financially, okay? Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages, okay? Say bye-bye. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk-to-text delivered on nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your number over. Come on over along with all your existing contracts. What? Contacts? And your contracts. Everything on your phone. Bring it over. Ditch overpriced wireless plans and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month, okay? I use it and so should you, okay? This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/CSC. That's mintmobile.com/CSC. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5GB plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for 3 months only, then full price plan. Options available. Tax and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
I'm like, how can I gear up without Dana knowing? Because she tells me I can't do it. I go, I pay for everything. I can do whatever the fuck I want. She's like, you're not doing that. I go, I might.
What kind of gear?
I might gear up.
Are you going to go like full Patriot or are you going to go
TRT and just fucking
No, I know.
I just want to do TRT and just get shredded.
I know.
I already got the guns. I don't need the gear up. I got the guns, dude. Okay. I got fucking guns, a fucking spear. I got a spear to hit people with. I got a crossbow. I got everything, dude. I'm ready.
Is there any regalia or costume?
I got guns. My neighbors think I'm a gun crazy guy, and I love it.
Okay. Are you?
They're actually on this side. My gut. They think I'm crazy. And I love it.
Are there any costumes that you're thinking of? Like, are you going to go Punisher? Are you going to go more American Patriot? Kind of like the Armenian Eagle, something like that? Like,
ooh, I like that. Armo Eagle.
Yeah.
Maybe just the Armo. Maybe I'll just go the Armo.
Maybe the Armo.
Once again, the Armo has stuck, and you know that Glendale will celebrate me. They'll be like, all you got to do is get back to Glendale, and you're safe.
Well, I think it would be cool to incorporate a bird of prey because if the lore could spread that the survivors of these attacks, and there are few, but the survivors do live to tell a tale of hearing the cry of a bird before they were struck.
As I attack.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah, dude, I would love to do it. Why hasn't there been an Armenian superhero? Fucking Marvel, huh?
So anyway,
It just gets furrier and furrier, and then it becomes feathers, and I just attack.
the Armenian superhero would be like a car salesman who's just selling things at a fair price.
Did I ever tell you the time I bought a car in Glendale and I caught them lying to me? They switched out the car I was buying. So I bought the higher standard and then they switched it out to another lower standard car. And then I told them I caught them, and the head Armenian comes out, starts going fucking Armo crazy on me. And then I went deep into my DNA and I went even more Armo crazy fucking on him.
No, I
and
know.
he had fear in his eyes.
Think about the beginning of Family Vacation. If Chevy Chase had any Armo in him, I mean, that movie would have been a lot different. So, okay. But getting back to it, so you as a conservative vigilante think that all of the failings of the United States government are chalked up to some kind of Israeli blackmail network, right?
Well, I don't think everyone. I think there are ones that are. I don't think it's necessarily Israeli, but let's see who runs Goldman Sachs. Do we want to play that game? Who's in charge of Goldman Sachs? Do we want to play that?
Well, let's play. Yeah. Well,
Okay. Will you look up who runs Goldman Sachs? And we're going to see some names. We're going to go we'll find the Jews.
Okay.
Okay.
David M. Solomon.
Okay. I'll go bing.
Well, I mean, maybe
Bing.
not.
And you forced this. I don't think it's Jews. I don't think it's Israelis. I think there are some people that have had
I don't
some
think it's
crazy
Jews
stuff.
or Israelis, but we're playing the Find the Jew in the Goldman Sachs C-suite game. That's
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
playing?
Goldman
Okay.
Sachs. It's in the fucking name.
Okay, got it. So,
Got it.
I mean, are there not a lot of like is Larry Ellison Jewish?
Will you look that up? I would say
Yep.
probably not. Is he? Is he?
Yes, Larry Ellison has Jewish heritage.
Okay. How about Sam Altman? Is he? I mean, do we want to play that game too?
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
mean,
go Sam. The only hope you have is Jeff Bezos, and I don't think he is. That's it. But all the rest of them are. Bill Gates is.
is Bill Gates a
Yeah,
Jew?
100%. Yeah, you
Bezos
can
is
find
not.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, dude.
Elon?
Elon.
Elon, his speeches, he said he's Jewish.
Okay, great. Any
Adam
of the
Silver?
5-star
Adam Silver, the worst out of all of them.
5-star generals who get us into all the wars.
Oh yeah, they're definitely the ones in control.
Okay. The
Neocons. You want to go through the neocons?
yeah,
I mean, because you might get George Bush and you get Dick Cheney, and then you're going to run into some problems.
every president that we've ever had, because we've never elected a Jewish person, right?
Yeah, his name is Lyndon B. Johnson, and
Okay,
he's
got it.
100% Jewish.
What about oil and gas? Any J's there?
Any J's there? I don't know. Are there some J's
Oil
there?
and gas.
I mean, there's
So-
this whole notion that the Saudis are secretly, but yeah, you're totally right. You won.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So the Jays do kind of push
Wield some power.
They do wield some power because they push family and education, and what can you
For
do?
themselves.
Well, they're not.
They're very tribal.
Yeah. So, anyways, when we talk about chalking this up to a blackmail scheme,
Yes.
are we saying
What
that,
are we talking about again?
the failings of the government? So, like,
Okay.
a lot of my like I have one friend in particular who's just completely off the reservation, right?
Okay. Is that your dad?
No,
Who's so right all the time?
no, my dad is a professional troll, and you have no idea what he actually believes and what he doesn't believe. So he's just in the woods in the night, walking
He
around,
gets it.
thinking of ways to fuck with people.
You know where you don't find Jews? In the woods.
Okay. Okay. Fair point. Ring the bell. Okay. All right. So, yeah, can you imagine like hiking and seeing Larry David? You'd be
Oh
like,
my God.
what the fuck are
I'm
you
lost.
doing out
Well,
here?
how are you supposed to find yourself around? How are you supposed to find your way around here?
Yeah.
That was the worst Larry David impression of all time.
Not bad. So, okay, where was I going? So there's a big blackmail ring, right? And one of my friends who's completely off the reservation, any of Trump's failings, of which there have been multitudes, not just in the first 4 years, but in the first 4 or 5 or 6 months of his second run, just multitudes of disappointments.
Yes.
And a lot of people who carry water for the right will chalk this up to they're being blackmailed by somebody, right? Are we saying that everyone we elect has some kind of skeleton in their closet that they are not willing to face publicly because it's that bad? Is that what we're saying?
I think a lot of them do. I don't know if it's 100%, but I do think a lot of them do. And that's not necessarily a Jew thing. I think it's just a power thing. Like a lot of people think, I don't even think there's an Epstein list. I think it's just a carrot being dangled in front of everybody. But, you know, the question is, if they did have this list and they did have these videos, why would the intelligence agencies put those out when they can now blackmail people? You know?
Like, okay, got it. So why would they? Are you drinking what is that, a Gatorade? Oh, no, it's an Evian.
God's water.
Yeah.
God's water.
Yeah.
And when you come to the new studio, that's all we have in the water.
Yeah.
In the refrigerator is Evian.
Evian's good water.
Because we're a class act.
It's good water. You know, it's French, right?
I don't care. The French finally did something correct. I mean, for all the wars they lost, they got water right.
All right. Okay. So we got to get to this. We got to wrap with this RFK thing.
So RFK's had a great week and a
Brian, I can share this.
awful
Don't
week.
worry about it.
Okay.
Great week and awful week, you were saying.
Yes. Started off awful, ended really well.
Okay, holy shizzles, do it, RFK Jr. Dr. Scott Gottlieb believes RFK's upcoming vaccine report is going to show a link between aluminum and childhood vaccines and autism. He believes RFK Jr. is intentionally setting up a litigation enterprise and create a tidal wave of lawsuits from parents with children with autism. In turn, this will drive many vaccine manufacturers out of the market.
I hope so. I don't believe any vaccines are good. I think they're all bioweapons. And I think it's really sad that we live in especially the state of California, which is all about my body, my choice, except for when it comes to your children and their vaccines. And I'm really sad. And like, if you don't want to get your kids vaccinated, you could lose your children, which is incredibly damaging.
I would say, yeah.
You know, it sucks. So I hope he's right. It's very hard to do what he's doing right now. He's fucking with masters of mankind.
Yeah, I mean,
really
have
bad.
they already done this?
I don't know if he's put out an actual report. And what's really going to suck is when he puts it out and the people who refuse to admit they're wrong will still push back against it.
All right, let's
Do you think that's what's happening here?
Look, he's been a motivated anti-vaxxer. I think he's been unabashed about this. And one of his
Me
close
too,
advisors
me
said
too.
when he gets the keys to the kingdom, and those are the words, he's not going to back away from his positions. He's been hardened in these views. I think he's setting up a litigation enterprise. I think that's what this is about. There's two members of the AdCom who both served as expert witnesses in litigation against Merck, didn't disclose that as a potential conflict. We know the secretary had an interest in ongoing litigation, the Gardasil vaccine that he gifted to his son. So there's a very vast litigation enterprise, and if you start pulling out ingredients like thimerosal and alum, and there's sort of an official sanction given to that, I think what he's setting up is to declare in his autism report in the fall that there's a link between alum and autism. I think that's where this is heading if I was to make a prediction. If he does that, that will open the door to litigation under the vaccine injury compensation
sue the
program
shit out of the state
and create a whole wave of lawsuits that I think will drive a lot of vaccine makers out of the market. You could see companies.
So he won't even stop them from doing it. He will do it through the lawsuits, and that will make the companies say, forget it.
Well, he's always seen litigation as a tool to try to achieve his objectives. You could see companies, you know, people say, can the companies get out of the manufacturing vaccines? They can certainly spin it out. And
It's amazing that, okay, it's crazy that like CNN and mainstream Democrats go after people who are trying to do good.
Yes.
Like, so Mamdani sits down on CNN, and the woman interviewing him she's interviewing him like a neocon. Like this is
yeah, yeah, 100%.
this is a Democratic network. And
Yep.
she's asking him like, aren't you worried that billionaires are going to leave the state? What are you going to do? Like, just you can very clearly see that the order has come from on high. Go out of this guy. Doesn't matter if we're a Democratic network. This guy is. These words are dangerous.
Which shows you what the truth is, dude.
Right.
They did the same thing to Bernie when he was running.
But the other thing is when RFK is in these hearings, a lot of Democrats go after him. And I'm sorry, I don't really have a grasp on anything, but I wish I had a firmer grasp.
We know that.
But
you didn't have to say it.
Yeah, no, I know. But
we all know that.
I got it.
Even young Ryan knows that.
No, Ryan respects.
Ryan knows that.
Ryan's the only one.
You can respect somebody and think they're retarded.
Okay, so a lot of Democratic congressmen and women go after RFK for having positions in companies with open lawsuits against pharmaceutical companies. Or entities that have lawsuits against pharmaceutical companies, as though the incentive to go after pharmaceutical companies would be to line his pockets because he'll get commissions off of the massive class actions. And it's like, I don't know enough about it, but that sounds like bullshit to me. That doesn't, I mean, when we're talking about people not really divesting from anything when they get into these unelected positions, RFK being involved in lawsuits against pharmaceutical companies doesn't sound like something that should be that demonized. But again, I don't really have a firm grasp on it.
The problem is this: when you've bought into a narrative so much, and this is progressives, their whole thing is about conformity. I was talking to somebody the other day about how conformist the gay community is. The gay community is so conformist. They like to fight. They like to fight tradition, but they love authority. They play to authority all the time until they're told not to play to authority, and they literally are programmed. I mean, if you look at the way they operate, they are constantly doing what they're told, and they follow it from BLM riots to fucking no kings to every vaccine that comes onto the market. They are rushing to get it. They're the most politically correct group too. They are very offended by any word you fucking say. It's really crazy, and that is progressives. They appeal to authority. They like to act like they don't like authority because they got a rainbow flag and they have the Ukrainian flag and they have that weird trans flag. But in reality, they conform to authority all the time. All the time.
And I would say
the way they took to the Ukraine, it's crazy to me.
Because we are such massive advocates for the LGBTQA plus community.
Hey, I say I don't care what adults do with each other. I have zero problems with anybody living their life as long as they're not hurting people.
Yeah, exactly.
Do whatever you want with adults. Get as weird as you want. Live your best life and deal with the consequences in the afterlife. Yeah. And that applies to all of us.
If you want to piss in somebody's shit pipe, go ahead and do it. You just don't do it.
I get sick and tired of these conservatives when they see some video from a gay pride. Oh, can you believe that? Dude, that's what they do. Let them live their life. Right. The problem is the dumb white chicks who bring their kids to these things acting like they're some kind of open-minded, progressive, like soldier. And it's like absolutely ridiculous, dude. Yeah, kids don't need to go to a parade.
No, that's like bringing a black person to a U2 concert. It's like, completely,
yeah. Why are they here? They don't need to see this.
This is not for them.
Yeah, so that's my opinion.
Because we're such massive advocates, we can say with a full...
We'll all blow each other just to show you how much we love 100%. The gay community. You go first.
will say with a full heart, you got to do a better job on that flag. That flag just sucks. I mean, it's
Dude, that trans flag, it looks like something from Atari Graphics. And the gay community is some of the most creative people in the world, and they can't come up with a better flag.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot, Sam. You did send me a clip about a guy saying that
Can we, before you do that, find it? Because you're buying time right now. Let's talk about what RFK's bad week was.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
did bad. He wants to put trackable devices on you that basically track your health. And that sounds great. Oh, let's get everybody, make sure they do Fitbits and all, they get their steps in. That's great if you're giving someone a reward. The problem comes again from social credit scores, that what happens if someone doesn't do their steps? Do they get pounded on by their insurance company? Yeah, it's another tracking thing. These guys can't stop tracking us. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Stop tracking us. It's like
stop tracking. You got this. You know where we're going. You know what weird shit we're doing.
It's
Leave
like that old
alone.
the Mikey Day sketch from way back in the day, the David Blaine sketch, when he's just like, "Stop putting shit on me. Stop putting things on me." But yeah, so the thing that you sent me, and we can't play it because it'll get flagged, but Jamal Bowman said that the reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the Black community is because of the stress that they carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day.
If that was true, and I ran Popeyes, my whole marketing scheme would just be dropping N-bombs constantly to run people to Popeyes. I mean, it's so ridiculous that they get in this thing where they're like, this word is destroying us. Why they call each other it as a noun and a verb and an adjective. Yeah, it's the biggest psyop of all time.
And there probably are less than great health patterns in that community because of the undue stress that systemic prejudice has placed on them over the past
economically it's probably what and I'm not saying all Black people do this, but we know economically that the Black community is working hard to try to get out of their economic place. And when you can't afford Air One like Dylan all the time, who just pays $20 for a coffee, okay, you're gonna go eat Popeye's chicken. And by the way, you remember when the Popeye chicken wars was happening with somebody, and then we found out that the same people owned both of the restaurants, and then we totally got played on that. I went and got a chicken sandwich, and I instantly threw up. It was so gross.
Yeah. Well, the pickle menu is absolutely fantastic, I will say. No,
if you want to do good pickles, go to Dave's Hot Chicken. There's no better pickle on a chicken sandwich than my Armenian friends at Dave's Hot Chicken. It is the best pickle in the game.
I
watch it, dude. Watch it. Watch it, bro. Watch it.
It's amazing.
We're Team Hot Chicken.
There is such a valid point to be made there.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, not yours.
Oh.
Armo Eagle. Bowman, there's a very valid point to be made that there are a lot of socioeconomic stresses put on people that can negatively impact their health, but he goes with indirect N-words.
Yeah. Imagine someone calls you N-words, you're like, God, I gotta go to KFC now. Why, dude?
Right.
Why?
That's it for the Aryan chameleon, the butt guzzling Jay, and the Armo Eagle.
Let me ask you something, young Ryan. How many of the NBA moms would you have banged at the draft?
Oh, it's that's how I realized I'm starting to get old. I pretty much all of them.
Bang all. Harper's mom, smoke show. Ron Harper shot up a good club.
I don't like this guy, Ace Bailey. Who are these kids that are like?
He's just getting bad info, dude. You want to go to the Washington Wizards instead of Utah Jazz? You want to go to the Washington Wizards instead of the Philadelphia 76ers? Are you nuts?
Who are these kids that are so entitled that they're like, I don't want that team? It's like, do you have any idea that the Armo Eagle could appear out of nowhere and drive a Lance tomorrow? What do you not get, dude?
Bro.
So yeah, if you are a predator out there, beware. And if you hear a bird of prey, know that you do not have a lot of time left. Get in the comments. Let us know what you thought about the episode. Go to Patreon.
If you're a hot bomb at the NBA draft, no, you're safe.
100%. Unless you're facilitating orphan trains, in which case you're still probably safe.
No. You drive an orphan train, the talons of death are coming for you.
Even if it's a hot NBA mom?
It's going to be a hard kill, but I will kill.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, do all the things. Like, comment.
Why are you doing Asian eyes right now? What did that have to do with what we're talking about right now? You have one kid, suddenly you're conservative racist. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Go to samtripoli.com. Check my dates. Going to San Diego, Boston, Broadbrook, Connecticut, Kansas City, New Orleans. Dates out there. I don't like getting on a plane. I would like to gig more, but I also don't mind not gigging because I want to hang out with my kids before they're 12, and then they don't like me anymore. Enjoy it.
Preach. Everyone get in the comments. Congratulate Ryan on his PR against all those old people, and we'll see you next week live in the Grimace Room.
Yes.
Love you both.
Love you both.
Welcome
To deep waters.
Where are you going right now?
So they crank the 5G up, and then we just all get shaken and baking, microwave. I love it.
I didn't say that, you absolute moron.
There was no dinosaurs. Those were Nephilim giants from the Bible.
And Lucifer is in the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think space is probably like just a giant liquid. Build it up, seal the well. When it's about to collapse, release the gays.
Are you going to get the jab?
Never.
Conspiracy Social Club, aka Deep Waters.